Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Tony Khan. Don't play games. Tony, don't play that. Welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, and this is a late night broadcast for all you late night fans out there. There isn't going to be any yelling. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to relax my voice. I'm not going to yell. I'm going to try to keep it quiet because it's late. And I know some of y'all teenagers and y'all watching me late at night. First off, thank you, but go to bed. Thank you for joining me anyways. We're going to be talking about Max Caster, one half of the Acclaimed, who apparently got suspended. Now, I want you to know there are multiple reports about his suspension. Some of them might not necessarily be true. I think one said he got suspended for 2 months. One said there is an unknown amount of time. Another said it's the same amount as Sammy Guevara's suspension, which I think was only 30 days. Regardless, he is gone. Fightful Select basically said he on thin ice right now, and he's not going to get any TV time. So yeah, that boy off TV. We here to talk about it, give you some details, give you my thoughts, get your thoughts, then I'ma head out. And as always, please help expand the brand by doing the following things. First off, thank you for joining me late at night. Those of you here, you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can comment, you can share, you can follow me on Twitter, you can like me on Facebook. I should probably pull that up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Email me, just alyxsworld@gmail.com. Business inquiries, just to say hi. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You got the t-shirts, Pro Wrestling Tees, Teespring, Old School, Deluxe Man t-shirt, New School, Alyx's World t-shirt. But don't forget to get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Hearts. I see a couple of people here in the live chat. Let's show them some love. I usually don't get a lot of people showing up for these late broadcasts, but I think we're going to be okay. Well, actually, I lied. This is actually my second or third time doing a late night broadcast, and the last one got over 100, close to 200 people. So y'all be coming out late at night. But thank you to the following. As always, show some love to the moderators: Ultra Shadow 97, Firestar Heart, Elias Ademi, and Godzilla Hawk. Thank y'all for being here. Ray Perkins, Zima Hawkins, John Beal II, Taryn Jones, Sam 3, Nate Amstuds, The Almighty Lord, Paragon, Rick Rosar, close enough, Bryce Blackwell. We got Ajax 25. I haven't seen Ajax in a long ass time. What's up, Ajax? Good to see you, buddy. RP Jesus 316, Emerilla 408, Ashley Greer, Crowder, True Fighter 901, Adam Ritter. This is a new one. Is it called Equestria? Equestria. Close enough. Welcome. You're new. Good to have you here. Nova, Steve Callan, Derek Adams, and last but not least, Jamarcus Williams. We are quickly climbing to 100 people, so we are going to have a crowd. We're going to have a crowd. Okay. Welcome everybody. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. I do want to go ahead and get to this because I don't want to waste any more of your time. Be sure you like the video, subscribe, and let's just get into it. So those of you who have no idea what's going on, you are not in the loop. You're just hiding under a rock, not looking at social media because that's not your thing. First off, congratulations. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you managed to do it. I'm on social media too much. I think that's my issue. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, has reportedly suspended one half of the Acclaimed, Max Caster. As noted, the Acclaimed was supposed to have a match on tonight's AEW Dark, but that got pulled at the last second, and people were speculating why. Fightful Select was the first to break this news, basically saying the Acclaimed is on ice right now. And that basically means because of the controversial rap that they said last week, and I'll go over it again in a second, it's probably best we put them on the back burner until things calm down. It would be very insensitive to give them TV time after what they did last week. Fair enough. I don't have an issue with that. If they had stopped it there, we wouldn't even be here right now, because that's something I would do. But as the day went along, more news started hitting the interwebs. And in an update, Max Caster has been suspended for 2 months. 2 months without pay, according to WrestlingInc and Ringside News. Again, that's just one of the reports going out there. Apparently, this one might not be true. I read online, because everything is true online. I read from someone that isn't necessarily, I guess it hasn't been confirmed by AEW yet. So we can't really say how long he's been suspended for. But apparently he will be off TV. One other site said he's going to be off the same amount as Sammy Guevara, which is 3 months, with sensitivity training, which probably sounds about right. Apparently Caster has removed references to the team and to AEW from his Twitter. He's still with the company, just suspended. He'll be quiet. He will be quiet on social media going forward, exactly like Sammy Guevara. And those of you who don't know what happened with Sammy Guevara, let me refresh your memory. This happened was it last year or 2019? It was early last year, early 2020. Sammy Guevara was in trouble because an interview from 2016 went viral. It went viral of him making a rape joke about Sasha Banks. Basically saying, I'm such a fan of Sasha Banks, I would rape Sasha Banks. And you're like, oh, Sammy. Jesus. And see, that one was out of AEW's control. It got so bad that they had no choice but to suspend him. They had no choice. Sorry, Sammy. We're going to take you off TV for a month with no pay. You will do sensitivity training. You will not interact on social media. You will put out an apology. You will not go on your YouTube channel. You will ghost everything for a month. Sammy did that graciously, made the apology, went away, and then he came back, and people forgave him. He did the right thing. He was a team player. Sasha Banks acknowledged his apology, and we're all good. We can now talk about Sammy Guevara in a strong light. We're not holding it against him because he did the right thing to atone for what he did, for what he said. When it comes to Max Caster, it's a totally different situation because this one is within AEW's control, 100% in their control. So once again, let's just go over the rap. Those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I'm not going to rap it. I'm not going to play it because copyright. Just going to read the line and then we'll talk about it. And apparently the Julia Hart line also pissed people off. And I'm sorry, you really? Yeah, y'all got pissed off by the Julia Hart line. The Simone Biles one, I can see being a sensitive subject because that's mental health. Duke Lacrosse, oh, absolutely. That one is unforgivable. That was just stupid. But Julia Hart, really? Y'all just looking for something to be angry at. Let's just read the rap really quickly. Here's what the rap says. The Acclaimed, kicking ass for miles. Make you claim mental health, like Simone Biles. The Sydals, gonna pay the costs. I'ma treat those bitches like Duke Lacrosse. The blondes say they the best, but those dudes are faker than a PCR test. And what's that smell here in North Carolina? Oh, wait, that's Julia's. For JJ. Now, again, I said this before in a previous video. You can go back and watch it on my channel. I wasn't all that bothered by the Simone Biles line. I wasn't. It was topical. It played into the match very well. He wasn't mocking mental health. He was basically saying, I'm going to beat you up so badly, you will claim mental health. You'll want to quit. Maybe he was taking a jab at Simone Biles. He could do that. He's a heel. It's fine. Wasn't that big of a deal. I don't understand what the rage was. The Julia Hart one was even less offensive. I'm sorry. It's now offensive to say a girl's with JJ stinks? Really? Is that where we are? Y'all gonna get offended by that on the same show where you saw a man cut a man's head with a goddamn pizza cutter? Really? That offended you. And it wasn't even on Dynamite. It was on Dark. And he didn't even say for JJ. He basically got cut off by Anthony, Bowens, his partner, ripping the microphone off from his lips. So I don't get that whatsoever. Y'all need to calm down. Those are the two where I'm just like, I don't get the outrage. I thought it was clean. The Duke Lacrosse one, I still cannot defend. And I've seen people in the comments and on social media say, hey, it's just him being edgy. It doesn't even matter because the Duke Lacrosse situation doesn't even reference rape because all the men that were accused of rape didn't really do it, and then the accuser ended up being a murderer or some crap like that. I don't really know the full story behind that. All I know is that there were 3 dudes accused of rape, and the charges got dropped because they were false allegations. So he made a rape reference about something that didn't even end up being about rape. So it was not the best call. Poor lack of judgment on his part. But you see, I don't even put that all on Max Caster. How did that get past the editors? This was AEW Dark. It wasn't Dynamite. If it was Dynamite, whew. Okay, if it was Dynamite, let me tell you something. I don't think he would be alive. Because if he managed to get this past Tony Khan and got this on a live episode of AEW Dynamite in front of Jim Ross, in front of sponsors, in front of 1 million people, suspended would be the worst. Wouldn't even be the worst thing. That would probably be a blessing. He would be lucky to get suspended if he did this live on Dynamite. No, this was on Dark. Who watches Dark? Sorry. Did I just say that out loud? For real, like, it was edited. It should not have even aired. They should have cut that. So, I blame a lot more people than Max Caster when it comes to that. But, let's get into this. Let me just kind of give you my thoughts on the situation itself. And just kind of express myself about the severity of how bad this is. Him being suspended. I have to look at this from 2 perspectives. There's the fan perspective of me that goes, this is what you get when you have creative freedom. You're gonna have to deal with this crap. I'm sorry. You can't have it both ways. You can't have creative freedom and then try to micromanage everything. If you're gonna micromanage stuff, you have to write scripts. There are 2 sides to each coin. both of them have their perks and their downsides. This is a downside. You give creative freedom to these talents, this is what you're going to get. It is up to WWE when they eventually get to this point, but AEW in particular, it's up to Tony Khan and AEW to establish the boundaries, the guidelines. This is where the line is. Don't talk about this. Okay? That's the fan perspective of me. However, if I'm the boss, let's just say Tony Khan for one day made me the boss of AEW, and I just so happened to be in charge during that AEW Dark segment where Max Caster made that line, and I saw it. You know what? I would have an issue with that as well. Matter of fact, this is what I would do. If Max Caster was to have made that line, as soon as he came through those curtains, I would pull him aside. Be like, okay, first off, I understand that this is, something new for you. You haven't been in a big promotion before, and I know that we promote creative freedom. But in what universe did you think it was okay to make a rape reference? I don't give a damn if in the rap industry that's okay. This isn't rap. I don't give a damn if Eminem did it back in the 90s. If you want to do that kind of shit, go be a rapper. Okay? When you hear in my arena, on my show, you're not going to be doing stuff like that. Now, if he was 23, I would fine him $5,000. I'd be like, you know what, kid? I'm going to fine you $5,000. I'm going to take you off the next few AEW darks. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see you. You're off 2 weeks. Get your ass in home and think about what you did. And then when you bring me back my $5,000, I'll probably let you back on. He goes away for 2 weeks, comes back, gives me my $5,000. He goes, my bad, boss, it will never happen again. And I say, all right, get out there and make me some money. By the way, if I hear another rap reference about rape come out of your mouth, or you even think about it, you'll be gone for 2 months without pay, and that's if I'm in a good mood. Just so you know. And there you go. I would slap him on the wrist, tell him not to do it again. Here's the thing, Max Caster is not 23. He's 32. And he's been doing this for 6 years. He knows better. No excuse. None. Whatsoever. You're too goddamn old. He's older than me. He older than me, y'all. He knows better. He had to think about that. See, now as a boss, I can't slap him on the wrist. Now I have to go, you idiot. What in the world were you thinking? Oh, I would have had it out with him. I would have been pissed. You understand what the hell you almost just did to me? And I've been working with you, and Tony Khan even said, I've been working with you on your rats. When did I ever tell you that was okay? Ever. Ever. Now, apparently, Tony was not there that day. And I guess that one day where Tony was not there, he went off the cuff and said something crazy. But I would have been pissed off. Man, I've been screaming up a storm. I'm like, you couldn't have rapped about anything else? Anything else? You couldn't have rapped about something else? Really? In what era of wrestling did you ever see anyone make a rap reference? Attitude Era? No. And Ruthless Aggression? No. There was that one time where Kurt Angle wanted to have sex with Booker T's wife and called her a gutter slut. Not the greatest storyline. But I would have been like, what is your problem? Yeah, and you know what? You know what I would have done? I'd probably be like, you know what? I don't even want to see your ass for the next month. I got CM Punk coming in. I got Bryan Danielson trying to get Bray Wyatt, trying to get all these other superstars. I don't need you screwing things up for me and giving me headaches. Because now, because of you, I now have to micromanage AEW Dark to see if there are any more idiots like you on my show. Thank you. Now take your ass at home. I'll see you after All Out, which is a month. So, as a boss, I completely understand that logic of him going away for a month. 2 months though? I don't know about that one. That might be a little too much. I don't know. I don't know about that. That might be overdoing it just a little bit. Apparently, I'm a nice boss. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, like 2 months might be a little too much. I would personally go a month. Sensitivity training, don't show up on TV. I'll see you after AEW, All Out, and we'll talk. That's what I would do. Yeah, he was mad. Tony Khan was pissed off. He was not angry. He went on Busted Open Radio and basically said, yeah, I was not around when he made that rap. The first time I heard it was when I saw it on AEW Dark. To which even I have to go, how did you miss that one, Tony? Of all times to not be at the headset, you missed that? Jesus. And again, the editing process. And see, this is why I can't be too mad at Max Caster, because at the end of the day, this also falls on the heads of AEW. The editing team, production, and Tony Khan. They deserve blame for this as well. How the hell did you let that skip by, of all times? You were lazy. You were. Now again, not taking credibility, or accountability, away from Max Caster. He said it. He knew better. It was dumb. He should have known better, at least. He's 32 years old. There's no excuse. Yeah, he should be punished. He should be held accountable. But at the same time, this was AEW Dark. It wasn't Dynamite. If it was Dynamite, I would completely understand AEW washing their hands of it. Matter of fact, if he had said it on Dynamite Live, I wouldn't be shocked if they fired him. Like, if they had fired him, I would have been like, dude, that's on you. You an idiot. You got that. But it's AEW Dark. And they had every right, everything in power, everything, every resource, no excuse whatsoever to let that play live on YouTube. So, you can argue whether or not this was overdone, this was an overreaction. Y'all just kind of let me know how you feel about it. When it comes to me, and this is just, maybe it's because I'm an old school type of wrestling fan. I've seen worse things done in wrestling. I grew up with a man having sex with a dead body. I saw an old woman butt naked with her boobs hanging out. I saw her get birth to a hand. I saw men get thrown up on. I've seen men get crap thrown on them. I've seen them, was it the McMahons in the DX segment? You're full of crap. Get showered in cow manure. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And quite frankly, all that compared to this, not taking anything away from it, it was in poor taste. It was stupid. It wasn't even good. Like, honestly, if he had just kept it with Simone Biles and Julia Hart, I would have been okay with that. But, like, even with Duke Lacrosse not being exactly what it is, for him to straight up imply, I'ma treat those bitches like Duke Lacrosse, what is wrong with you? You didn't even need to say it. I'm gonna own them. You could have referenced something else to get this idea that you own them. I don't know, like, use Kyrie Irving and I'm LeBron James. I don't know, like, they could have done better. They could have done better. So if he is suspended, hey, it's a learning lesson for you. When you come back, you know where the line is. That's where I am with Max Caster. You know where the line is. You messed up. When you come back, be better. You're way too goddamn old to be making mistakes like that. And no, he should not get a slap on the wrist. He shouldn't. A guy like Max Caster, yeah, he should get his asshole chewed out. That sounded so goddamn dirty. I'm sorry. That's what we called it back then, ass chewed out. Yeah, he should get ripped. He should get heat. I'm shocked nobody slapped him across the goddamn face. During this point in time where AEW has all this momentum, you're gonna fuck it up? So yeah, just give me your thoughts about it in the comments and the live chat. I look forward to hearing what y'all have to say. How y'all feel about this? I'm just curious to know where y'all at, where your head's at. Alright, so let me check out the live chat. What y'all over here saying? There's how many people are here? There's 120 of y'all here. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Alright, just got a message from one of my friends. What y'all over here saying? SJW's killed wrestling. Heels can't even get heat anymore. I mean, he can still get heat, but why do you need to reference rape to get heat? Like, think about that for a minute. By the way, it's over 100 people in this thing. Let's get them likes up. It's only 49 likes. It's 120 people. Get them likes up, y'all. Get these likes up. God damn it. Get them up. Get them up. You don't need to reference rape to get heat. Like, if you need to reference rape to draw heat to make people hate you, I don't know if that says that best thing about you as a talent. You know what I mean? Goras B28 says, I remember seeing Max Caster on GTS Wrestling, and when he was one of the Lashley sisters. He was actually one of Lashley's sisters. I didn't know that. That's pretty bad. Nate Amstad says, this is AEW's fault for not editing this rap out of Dark last week. Like I said, like, it's everybody's fault. It's Caster's fault for saying it, and it's AEW's fault for not vetting it and for not editing it before it hit the airwaves. They could have caught it many times, many times before. Ajax25 says, I had a feeling this would happen to Max. Yep, me too. Jamarcus Williams, hello, everybody, welcome. Godzilla Hawk says, to me, it's like what happened to Titus for grabbing Vince's arm. It's overreacting. Vince getting upset at Titus for grabbing his arm is a complete overreaction and actually wrongful termination. Well, it would have been if he had fired him. He suspended him. That was stupid. You're right. This one, again, like, I would have paid him a fine. I would have been like, 5,000. I don't want to see you for 2 weeks. Him, you know what? It's Tony Khan's show. He wants to suspend him. He could have fired him. Luckily, he didn't fire him. But yeah, it's his show. Captain's World 1986. I was at the tapings that day. My ears weren't deceiving me. I knew he said something about Duke Lacrosse. The editor should have taken some of the blame for this. Oh, for sure. Godzilla Hawk says, Max has been doing sex jokes with Hart for weeks. Yeah, I don't really get why people were pissed off about the vagina joke. Like, vagina. We all have penises and vaginas. They help make babies. Grow up. We're not children. Hold on for a minute. A lot of people are saying, and again, it was Voices of Wrestling that said that some of these reports might not actually be true. So we'll see what AEW has to say about this tomorrow. But yeah, that's a spicy meatball. Let's see, Claymore XNEX. Don't know what that means, but Claymore. When Sammy said what he said about Sasha Banks, he got canned for a while, so fair's fair if he didn't get some time. if I were Sammy, I'd raise a bit of a fuss. Yeah, I think Sammy would have been pissed off if he didn't get suspended. Hatchet mouth. Heel should be allowed to be healed. Bad taste or not. Period. Hey, no one's disagreeing with you, buddy. But again, like, can you do it without referencing rape? Like that's my thing. Like, you don't need to reference rape. Max Caster should have gotten chewed out, but I think this was a slight overreaction. Also, yeah, Max Caster was part of the Shook crew on GTS. Max put his foot in his mouth with this. What can you do? Oscar Hernandez, you know the crazy thing is, Alyx, is that man is the only reason I watch Dark, for crying out loud. Oh, basically Max Caster was your favorite? Sorry to hear that, buddy. Make him drop his first name. Ouch. Damn, y'all. Y'all saying I'm a nice boss. Are y'all sure I'm a nice boss? Ajax. Tony Khan is gonna work himself too hard. He needs people he can trust to delegate to so things to delegate to, so things like this won't happen. Delay Productions, man. These so-called fans are soft. SAWT. Soft. The MW Network. Many folks would say Eminem is their favorite rapper. Do you not know the content M was spitting about? Oh, I'm pretty sure M was saying some crazy shiznits back then. But again, that's rap. This ain't rap, this is wrestling. The MW Network says Castle should have just gotten a fine. AEW didn't think it was that bad, clearly, until that viral heat. We live in a very sensitive era, however, no point on even rapping on that topic. Everyone takes an L. That's what I'm saying. Everyone takes the L anyways. So, alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Nothing else really to say about the subject. Just give me your thoughts. And hopefully he learns his lesson. So, I'll talk to you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. You're all loved. You're all appreciated. You be safe. You have a good night. And thank you for joining me this late. Peace.